But if you find yourself you're wanking because she flaked on you, you have no options. You have no true options. The only option you have is your hand. Don't masturbate because she flaked on you. That's stupid. Why are you doing that to yourself? In this video, we are going to talk about why we masturbate, what to do after she flakes on you to improve your value rather than take away your value. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Let's jump into the video. Number one is that you get bored. So you had planned all these things. You were going to go out, have an exciting time, apparently, or she was to come over and you were to show her how an animal you are, and she decides to flake on you. So you get bored. Now you're like, I had prepared myself to get laid today, but she's not coming. So what do? I am just going to knock one out. And it's the same because anyway, I was going to have an orgasm anyway. So what's the harm if I give myself one? Now, in reality, masturbation is not even related to sex. It's about the dopamine hit we get when we are stressed. So when she decides to flake on you, you get stressed. This is not a pleasant feeling. Nobody likes being flaked on. So the best way you find to actually relieve the stress that you have is, let me knock one out. But in reality, you've not even dealt with the problem, if it's a problem. So the boredom, when it kicks in, we find ourselves, we are more prone to fapping and wanking and all that stuff associated with porn and wanking and whatever. So it is important to get comfortable with boredom. That is why I'm making this video, because I was bored and I realized I have time. So doing things like this, so doing something productive when you are bored, or just sitting with your boredom and getting bored of being bored, then I think that helps. Number two is when you are overstimulated. Now, this is one thing I found myself to be a victim of. So you find yourself, let me go to the gym listening to the music. When you go to the gym, you're listening to music, you come back, you want to listen to a podcast. The stimulation you get from audio is not enough. So you decide, let me watch some YouTube videos that are about productivity. And then you find, I'm not getting satisfied from this video. Let me find something that's funny, something that is going to lift up my moods, or something to motivate me. And you just keep on escalating and escalating, lying to yourself that I am trying to be productive because I'm listening to productive things. But in reality, you're just mentally masturbating about doing productive things. And once you follow that trajectory, you find yourself, you're not self-aware. You're just distracted by what you are listening to and watching. So in the end, you find yourself scrolling on your most favorite porn site, and you're telling yourself, I'm just going to watch something softcore. And we all know where this is headed. So being aware of the stimulation that you are putting yourself through. So like all these podcasts and music and all this nonsense, if you're listening to it because you're bored or because you're looking for motivation, fuck motivation. Go get motivation. Starts with action. So go start doing something small and let the momentum carry you. Otherwise, when you are stimulated, it's very easy to masturbate. Number three, this goes to whether you have a girlfriend or a wife and she denies you sex. I don't think I have insights into that subject, but I know I have friends who are married and they are addicted to wanking like stupid monkeys. No offense. Point being, if your wife is not giving you sex, isn't that a problem in itself? And solving that solves the issue of wanking. Because wanking comes with a lot of side effects. You're demotivated, you're not, you're guilty, you feel ashamed of yourself, and all these negative emotions obviously affect your quality of life. Lastly, is that you can't stop. You're an addicted monkey. I used to be that guy. I used to wank 10 times a day, telling myself, today I'm going twice. I'm doing it twice, thrice, breaking my own record. So I read this book called The Easy Peasy. It's easy peasy. I don't know by who. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. But what it said is that wanking is just an addiction, and you treat it like an addiction, because the guys who are not addicted to wanking, they don't have it as a problem. So if you have a problem with wanking, then treat it like an addiction, because it's affecting the quality of your life. And to be honest, I never used to enjoy it. I used to tell myself, I'm never going to do this again, and I find myself doing it. So obviously that is a problem. So after reading that book, it showed me how porn brainwashes your brain into thinking that you need it. And once you indulge, it becomes this negative loop of guilt and pleasure, guilt, pleasure, guilt, pleasure. And, you become like a crazy, addicted monkey. Anyway, point being, if she flexes on you, if she tells you, I'm not coming, or let's reschedule, relax. Hey, relax, man. It's not about the sex. It's about the pursuit of sex. You just hop on to the next girl or the next option and the next option, and it compounds over time, where you have a situation where you've already built up options, real options that really want your attention. And so they are available anytime. So all you have to do is just say, hey, I'm free. You want to hang out? And you'll find yourself having all these options. But if you find yourself you're wanking because she flaked on you, you have no options. You have no true options. The only option you have is your hand. That's so sad. But it's not permanent. So yeah, think that's good. If you got value from today's video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.